Right, everybody's everybody doing? My name's Walter. I'm the CEO of Cybertection LLC. We are a cybersecurity antivirus software company who specializes in AI security. Um, we develop VPN software, we develop antivirus software, we develop AI agents, we develop um, like junk cleaning software. So we have a pretty wide range of tools. We also develop like mail software where we send like webhooks. We specialize in API security. So we have a lot of stuff that we do here. We have a training center. So what we mainly focus on now is AI security. So what we built is AI security agents. We built an enterprise level of agent. So there's a penetration testing agent, there's a GRC agent, there's an SOC agent, and there's a CICD agent. Each agent is equipped with their special tools that they use. So the pen test agent can work with Kali Linux and different operating systems and run certain particular tools. It can work with it can work with Burp Suite, MSF Console, MSF Venom, tools like that, Nmap, Wireshark, um, and all kinds of tools like that. So basically, it's a pretty cool tool. It'll help you, do penetration testing and everything. So I built a learning version, and that version is available right now. And that version teaches you the tools, and it also has a setting where you can make it more advanced. So it's got very beginner friendly, and it's got more advanced, depending on where you're at in your education. So if you're pretty far along, you can go ahead and use it as a regular agent like the other agents. So how it works is you go to the website, you download it, and then you have to go and do a few things to set your environment up. And that's what I'm doing this video for, is to show you how to set the environment up. So that way you can properly use the agents, install the agents, and feel confident installing agents and using the software. So for the Learn agent, it only is available on the .dev, so it's only available for a Linux distributor. But the enterprise level agents are available on all devices from MetaQuest to Windows to Linux, everything. Android, iOS, macOS, with availability for that product for every operating system, including Google Chromebook. So the learning agent is particularly focused on just Kali Linux. So and different operating systems that are Linux based. So this agent, it's mainly going to help you pretty much do professional penetration test. It'll set up SOC labs. It does a lot of stuff. So I'm going to show you today all the requirements that you'll need in order to download this particular product, and like I said, feel confident using it. So you can really get to see the full potential and power that this tool has to offer. So let's go ahead and get started here. So what you would do first. So obviously, there's a website, there's a subscription page, and all that good stuff. But really what you want to do first, before you do anything, is download a few things. But let's go ahead and jump right into this. So this is the main website. It's called cybertection.tech. And this is the website where the learning agent is housed. So this is where you can go ahead and download the dev file, install the app. If you want to install this particular website and your device, it'll install this website, so it's easy to get to. And it's got a lot of cool stuff in here that you're going to need to use your agents and properly set them up correctly. So down here, it's just a couple other things. We have the Kali Linux, the Oracle VirtualBox. We also have a VMware compatibility for this tool. That I'm going to show you to set up is Oracle through the Kali virtual machine. So for here, we've got curriculum. So it's got different things what you'll be learning in with the agent and stuff like that. The AI models that are compatible, because how this subscription works is there's three tiers. There's going to be the first one's going to be a company API. So if you choose to use our API, we use a Gemini 3.1 large language model. So it works pretty good. It's pretty quick. It's up to date. It's a great model. So if you want to use that one, that subscription per month currently is $60 per month, and you can cancel anytime. So I'll show you how to cancel subscriptions and upgrade them if you want to. And then the second subscription is going to be the Cybersecurity Learn agent that has without the API. So that's got two different settings. So that's got a API where you can customly put your API in, and it also runs an OLLAMA large language model. So you can download a large language model in your operating system and hook it up through that. So that way you don't have to worry about any API costs. You pay one price and it does everything that the company API will do. And that subscription is $30. So it includes the agent, and I have instructions how to actually download the OLLAMA model. And future videos, we'll go ahead and do step by step so you can try to save as much money as you possibly can. Um, but the company API is a good choice because of the model. It's in Gemini 3.1. That's what we're going to show you today. What we'll do. So for this, so how it'll work is, you'll look here, just make sure your model's compatible, and say that you just want to use the company API or whatever. So what we would do is we would go to setup here, and then you can go to Oracle VirtualBox setup, VMware. It's got download Kali, install the dev file, and then it's got a video library where all the videos are. So we've had prior videos on how to use this tool. And then we've got the agent set up. So this shows you how to install it, how to log in, and stuff like that. And then the pricing tiers that I mentioned. So here is all the subscriptions. So you have the 220 per year without API. Either use your API or use the large language model. And then you have 30 along that the same features, no company API, either your API or the 60 per month, and that includes the company Gemini 3 language model. So that's with that. Back to this. So yeah, we got that. And then so you have accounts and everything. So for this, you have to set up, there's going to be two accounts that you'll set up. So there's going to be a company account, which is the cybertection.net. And that account is where you make your purchases. It's where you set up your accounts. You can cancel your subscription. All subscription data and everything is handled through that website. Then you have the application itself where you log into. So it's really secured. So when you set this up, just make sure you don't get the two confused. That's why we're kind of here to kind of help you understand how that works and how to use it properly. So for this, manage account. If I go to manage, it's going to take you right to these account settings. So it's going to take to account page. Uh, right here, it's going to take me right here. So I'm already signed in. So it'll show you where to sign in at when you do that. And then you'll see my subscriptions whenever you make a purchase for a subscription. It'll be on this section. And then when you do make a purchase, you can cancel it in the same section. So, and then subscriptions are going to be right here, AI subscriptions. These three are the subscriptions. And yeah, so that's the website that you're going to use. And then also going to have to use what you're also going to have to use is, let me show you. So we'll just jump into it. So when you download the dev file, that's it right here, the dev file. But let's go in the order, the sequence. So what you'll do first is you'll go ahead and download your Oracle VirtualBox. You go to the VirtualBox dot, pick your distribution, Windows, Mac OS, whatever you're using, and then you'll want to download the extension back, and that you download, you'll install the virtual box, and then virtual box installed, you'll see this right here. And then when you're here, then you'll have to go to here, you'll have to add a new machine. So you'll add, and then you just go ahead and put your machine in, and then when you get into the Kali, then you'll be right here. And this is Kali Linux, and I'll show you where to download this at too. Right here where it says virtual, this is Kali.org. You'll click virtual machines, and then you'll have VMware or VirtualBox. You're in VirtualBox for what this setup is. Then you'll go ahead and install it on there. And then what we'll do now, so we have your setup to this screen. So now you can go ahead and start the next phase. So the next thing you'll have to do is purchase a subscription. So you'll purchase one of these subscriptions. Um, I've already made a purchase. So I purchased a subscription, and now what do I do? So I'll go after I make my purchase, I'll go here, I'll download the deb file. So you'll click this, and then it'll download the deb file for you. And then you'll take, depending on where you downloaded it, it's better to do it all in your Kali Linux. Um, but anyway, if you choose not to, then you'll go here. And then if you do download it in your Kali, it's going to take you to the downloads folder. So you'll go and open your file system, open your terminal also. So you'll open your terminal in your file system. Let's go fresh. So I've got my file system open, and I'll open my terminal, and you'll see a blank screen. A lot of stuff. So and your password. It's easier to worry about stuff. I can get through permissions and stuff pretty easy. And is you'll go back to the website, and you're gonna have to follow the instructions in the account setup. So step one is install the agent. And so what you'll do is after you got your file installed, you'll copy this right here. And then we'll go back to the virtual machine, we'll go to the Kali, and we'll ls first. So if you look right here, I've already got the Pythons. We'll have to find the downloads. So let's go into the download. So now, and then this now. So say that the dev file's in this one because you've downloaded the file. It's going to go into your download. What you'll do after you'll go ahead and copy this from the website again. So we'll go back here. And step one, that's to install the deb file. So you download the deb file. Now you're going to run this. And after you run that, it installs it. And after that, it'll take you to this login screen right here. And then what you'll have to do is you'll have to create an account. So what you do first is create an account first, or so first, description page, and remember we're in the Cybertection website. Remember you have your account, so just make sure that that you just remember that there's an account settings here. Um, but if you want to do this first, what we can do is we'll for this video we will just go ahead and create an account. So I'll use create an account. I'm gonna make my password. So I just typed my password, and then you'll see the screen right here after you type in your password. You create your account, and you'll see the screen account created. Check your email for email verification. So it's got email verification for a certain reason, so that way you can make it safe. There's not a lot of robots on here problems. So you'll have to verify your email. So make sure when you use an agent using an email that is that you have access to. So I'm gonna go ahead show you. I'm gonna go ahead and um, log in. So what I'll do. So you have to verify it. So it won't let me log in until I verify that account is active. So what I gotta do, I'll have to verify my email. So you'll get an email link, and if it doesn't come first time, just reset it. That way you can get your email. And it most likely will go into your junk folder, so you might not find it right away. So there's the link. So now I can log in, and now I'm logged in. So now what I'm gonna do is you have three subscriptions here. So I'll click one of them here. And then just remember that you'll have to log in to your subscription before you purchase it. So you'll select this one, say that's the one you want. Um, you can log in for it faster. So let me let me log in really quick. Just remember that the login has to be the same email as it does for the account, but you gotta have the same email. Otherwise, it won't pick the subscription up. So that's important. So you guys, if you use the email, whatever email you use for the cybertection.net, make sure you use the same one for the agent, so that way it can properly authenticate and grab your subscription. Um, so I went and logged in. Now I'll make my purchase, and then I bought the subscription. So now I can go back to the login and then log in again. And then once I'm logged in, then you'll see a login screen. And if you ever need, you go to my subscriptions right here, and then it'll show you your subscriptions. And then when you get your subscription, and I'll show you one of my accounts. That way you can see what a subscription will look like. All right, so I got a few subscriptions here. So you'll see the Learning Agent AI monthly plan that I have. And if you ever need to cancel it, it's right here. So you'll go on this, you'll click my subscriptions, and then you can cancel the subscription. And then when you want to purchase it, you just go here, AI agent subscriptions, and then you'll purchase the subscription, one of the three. All right, so you've made your purchase. Now, what you'll do is you'll go back to the login screen, and you'll log into email. Double check. So I have to remember which email I used. All right. To this. So I had to remember what email, or I mean, what password email I was using for this. I found it. So, all right. So after you log in, after you get your subscription and all that stuff, then you'll see this screen right here. You can open your dashboard, and it's got a bunch of stuff in here you can go over. So it's got all your information. So every time you do a meeting with the agent, it records your session and it writes like a file with conversation that you had with it, so that way you can go back and store everything, the way you can keep it for your notes. And then it's got other stuff with it too that you can use in here. And if you ever need to log out, you'll just click the log out. This now you'll go back to here, Control C, and now we'll log into the CLI. So we'll just click this. All you gotta do is type this in and then enter. And now you're in the agent. So this is just with the company API. I'll have to show you how to set up the OLAMA and then your own API. So you have different commands here. So let me see. So if I want to do large language model, so you can ask it anything, but let's see, run Nmap. And then and then it asks you what you want to do, and then it'll run it, and then it'll explain to you what it is. So if you want to use MSF console or whatever you use, you can do this, run it for you, and then it'll go over. In the next video, we'll go ahead and go over how to use the agent and the power that the agent has. So that'll be in our next video, and I should have that in here or so. So, all right.